Amira Hanafi is a poet, cultural worker, and artist who uses language as a medium. We are going to do an interactive workshop, and she'll be introducing it, but it'll look at vocabulary for change. And yeah, I guess we'll be using games and finding different kind of ways to contribute to this CreaTures Glossary, which maybe you can explain to us in a moment. Yeah, thank you, Amira.
Thank you, Mila. Hi, I'm Amira. I'm calling from the Atlantic coast, where I'm living on the unceded land of the Waccamaw, Chicora, Pee and Catawba people in what's called the United States of America. I'm very dear to the ocean and to saltwater marshes and to upland pine forest, all of which is unfortunately threatened by a very rapid development of housing as more and more people continue to settle on this land. And I'm really happy that you're here today. During this workshop, you're going to be participating in co-creation of the CreaTures Glossary. It's a project that I've been working on since, I guess it's the beginning of last year, like January 20, maybe a little, no, maybe like April 2021. So over a year, I've built an online platform for it and facilitated a lot of workshops to co-create this glossary of terms that are related to eco-social transformation. And the project was commissioned by CreaTures, which is like a research consortium of lots of university partners and artistic partners as well, and most of them located in Europe. And they're working together to, this is their language, promote action for social and ecological sustainability by identifying those aspects of creative practices that contribute most effectively to positive social transformation. So basically, they're just looking into, like artistic practices that can help to create more sustainable living and cultures that support more sustainable living. Oh, right, I can share with you, if in case you're interested in learning more. Why can't I find the chat? There's too many buttons. Oh, it was already, because it was already there. Oh, sure. Am I being quiet? That's like, I was just asked to speak louder. That's like something nobody's ever asked me before. Usually I'm the person who's like, they're like, can you speak? Can you keep your volume down? I will speak louder. Here is the website. It's morning time where I am, so I'm still like coming into my volume. All right, great. I'm going to begin sharing my screen because I like to have a lot of what I say is all you can also read, so that everybody can follow along in the way that they like. Please, if you ever have questions or you can't hear me, just let me know. We're a small group, so unmute yourself and talk is also totally fine. I'm going to share the screen. Great. Lots of things happening. Oops. All right, so today what we're going to be doing, what we're trying to achieve are these three objectives that I've written out. Imagine language for the change that we'd like to see in the world, give meaning to terms, or to that language that we're creating, and as well as other people's language, and contribute it to a collaborative glossary. So we'll be giving meaning to terms in different ways. We're going to play some games and do a little bit of like individual work. All of these processes that you're going to participate in are co-creative processes. You'll be collaborating both with the people that are in this space right now, as well as with people who have participated in the project before you. And it's going to be more clear how that works as things unfold. But essentially what with this project, I've developed these tools so that you can collaborate, like this glossary that we're writing together is like a cumulative process, right? So everyone who's contributed before, you'll be able to see some of the evidence of their contribution, as well as to interact with it. We'll have a little tour of the platform. But first, I would like to, and I'm going to give you a little overview of what we're going to do exactly. I see there's some people joining us now. That's really exciting. And that's great because we haven't done the introductions part yet. That's how we're going to start. I've set aside 15 minutes. Maybe it won't take that long because we're not that many people. We're going to play a game called Rapid Word Collection after that. Spend a little time defining some key terms and have a break because this is a 2-hour session. And then we're going to come back and play a longer game that's very collaborative called Interview with a Word. We're going to do a little bit more of defining terms, and then we have a little time for reflection. Is that clear for everybody? Any questions so far? You feel free to, use the chat if I can find it again. It always keeps disappearing. This game can be a little bit messy, or so that's cool. If you feel like it's a little chaotic, that's good. What we're going to do is called Rapid Word Collection. It's a game. It's adapted from a methodology developed by a linguist called Ron Moe for documenting like entire languages, like that are perhaps like threatened or who don't have like dictionaries. So this method it divides up language into lots of different semantic domains, like domains of meaning. And there's lots of questions. This process, like say, if you were going to document a whole language, would take like 2 weeks, right? You just get like this, like, we're going to do this for, I think 10, 15 minutes. We are going to address one semantic domain in this game, which is the domain of change. And what I'm going to do is, great. So the first question is, what words describe a big change?
Disaster.
Crisis. Chaos. Scary. Transformation.
Kerfuffle.
Profound. Paradigm shifting.
Conflict.
New. Explosive.
Breakthrough.
Revolution. Unexpected.
How do you say like a coming together of people? Like a new community or something like that.
This is a very specific type of change. And that is actually 4 words.
The white pouch.
I want to say tectonic something, but that's get those tectonic plates moving.
Boom.
Boob.
What was it?
Boom.
Okay.
But also death.
Death.
Rebirth.
Possibility.
Confusion. Did someone say confusion already?
Damn it, I'm losing my
Hybridization. Resilience.
perspective. Scale.
Loss.
Grief.
Appearance.
Times official
Collaboration.
up for this one. Finding out new stuff. Exploration.
Shaking.
Okay, time's up. I feel like I should come up with a better system to communicate that. Oh, did it already run out?
That was perfect. That was perfect. You know what I forgot though was to ask somebody to help me with taking notes. I know that we have.
I am
who's I? Aunt Frankie?
Mila. I'm
Mila.
taking it on my paper. I can put it on the board in a moment later.
Okay, perfect.
They're just being put in the chat, so you can also add them to the chat.
Yeah, I've been putting them, the ones I could hear in the chat. I mean, I know it's usually good for there to be two people taking notes because it's hard to get everything. Awesome. So let's move to the next one. Ananya, you're gonna start your timer again. This one is, what words describe a small change?
Baby steps.
Trickle.
Unnoticed.
A drop.
Erosion.
Erosion is a good one.
Shift.
Accumulation.
Sensitive.
Growing.
Flow.
Awareness.
Unnoticed.
Traces. Time.
Sensing.
Emerging.
Coming together.
Collective.
Crystallizing.
Gentle.
Discussion.
Okay, time's up again.
I like how this one was a lot slower, you know? It was like, all change is like nice and slow.
Chaos, disaster, crisis.
Right? It's like fun. It's interesting, right? That we like more immediately can access the language for big changes than small ones.
Because everyone likes to write in like hyperbole constantly. Tensions.
Right? Or maybe even think in hyperbole. Next one is, what words describe a quick change?
Jump.
What's it called?
Shock.
That thing. Transition? No, what's it called when you get like when the ecosystem collapses and then it like changes the
Tipping
like
point.
tipping point. Exactly, that's the one.
Please write it.
Goosebumps.
I don't know what you said.
Tipping point.
Oh, tipping point.
Yeah, scary again.
Surprise?
I think also again like crisis.
Momentum. like pressure.
A twist.
Crack. All the onomatopoeic words. Snap.
Fall.
Jutting. Unbalanced.
Scandal.
Life-changing. Shift.
Unstable.
Okay, our
And-
time's up, but say the last thing.
Landslide.
Ooh, nice. Avalanche.
Landslide. Oh, nice.
Oh, just a nice word. But yeah, sure. Why not? Landslides can be nice. What's next? Oh, one more. I think there's two more actually. Let's move to the next one. A gradual change.
What was the other one? A
Small?
small change and a gradual change.
They're close but different.
Stable.
A force.
Soft.
Current.
Persistent.
Unnoticed.
Collective.
Stubborn.
Quiet.
Unstoppable.
Corrosive.
Erosion.
Thorough.
Broad.
Deep.
Trickling.
Bubble.
Bubble.
Yeah, like a community bubble. Like when you like talk to your bubble, you change your bubble. Yeah.
Culture.
Holistic.
Network. Scale.
Time's up.
I lied. I realized that there's two more. Oh, what's happening? It's like going by itself. Stop. All right.
One says to skip that one. It's like, no.
What words are used to refer to changing something?
Working.
Activity. Action.
Initiative.
Intention.
Agency.
Constructing and deconstructing.
Power.
Understanding. I don't know if someone said understanding. But
Taking matters into your own hands.
Becoming. Emerging.
Passion.
Logical. And then you're just writing yours, you're not saying them.
Because I'm also trying to keep track of like time and tech, and it's just easier to do that.
Pushing. Imagining.
Disrupting.
Right, time's up.
It's such
the
a
only
cute
note
way of
I
saying
made.
it. Like, time's up.
What words refer to a person who changes something?
A changer.
Disruptor.
Mother.
Nuisance.
So mother.
Human.
Crazy.
She.
Entrepreneur.
Creatrix.
Oh yeah.
Witch.
Oh, why didn't I think of that?
A human being. An animal. A
Annoying.
life force.
Naive.
Inspirational.
Dreamer.
I already have. Dangerous.
Yes.
Optimistic.
Childish.
Powerful.
Insightful.
Sometimes ostracized.
Hopeful. Imposing.
Screaming.
Understood and misunderstood.
Connected.
Lonely.
And time's up.
Lonely and connected.
Lonely and connected. Connected in their loneliness.
Were those said simultaneously? Awesome. Thank you so much. Okay, let's do the last one. I was going to skip it, but let's do it. What words refer to? No, I don't know what's happening with my mouse. Oops. What words describe something that can be changed? Ananya, maybe we can just do this one for 1 minute. Actually, just tell us when 1 minute's up.
Loose. Possible.
Flexible.
Constructed.
Inevitable. Like capitalism.
Everything.
An option.
What's it called? Like modular.
And that's the end of 1 minute.
What's Modular?
That last one was really interesting because it's like something that's built to be changed, right? Like a thing that like wants change, modular. Great, thank you. Next up, what are we gonna do? Oh, I'm gonna introduce you to the platform that I built because we're gonna play with it for a bit. And this is the this is the address. I'm gonna paste it in the chat so that you can go to it. It might look slightly different when you go to it, depending on the size of your screen. It might look slightly different from what I'm showing you right now. So this is the CreaTures Glossary online platform. You can visit it anytime and play with it anytime. It is always there. And what we're going to do right now is, especially thinking about maybe a word that you, the one that you suggested at the beginning, that you think was essential, or something that came up with within our shouting out session right now. I'm going to just think about a word that you might like to work on giving meaning to or defining. I'm going to show you just the one section of this website because I don't want to waste our time together. But you can look at it, the different parts later. Some of the games we're playing right now also exist in a way on the website itself. So you're going to click on, when you go to this platform, you're going to click on this option, start by defining a term. And a list of terms will come up on the left side of the screen. Right, this is actually at every time it shows, I think it's the top 50 most popular terms based on another game that appears on the website. Sometimes they're not defined at all, as this one, adjustment is not, but adaptation is. There are other terms on the website, right, that if you would like to define another term, please tell me in the chat and I will add it to the platform. You can access it by using the link that I shared and then putting the name of the term after it. So say, for instance, this word adaptation, if you clicked on that link, it will take you directly to the page for adaptation. This first box that you see on the screen has the definition, right? So in our glossary, this is the glossary definition. It's built by different people having made contributions. You can make your own contribution either by using the box underneath it, where it says, what does adaptation mean to you? I click in there, I can say a necessary change, let's say, right? I'm gonna just, and then I say submit. If I go up here, check it out. This is already added in to the definition. If I want to edit this definition, I can as well. I can go in, I can press this edit button, and I can take away, say, what I just wrote. I can turn off editing. So you can edit things that people have written in the past. You can also click on this part right here and read everything that everyone ever contributed. It won't show what I just contributed in this section, but it will later. So don't worry. Everything that you write in this box or submit is recorded in the history of contributions. So does that make sense to everybody, what's happening here? You can play around with it.
So just to confirm, you can't delete other people's stuff.
You can totally delete other people's stuff, but you cannot delete you can delete them from this like sort of official definition box, but you can't delete it from the history. No, that's impossible unless you hacked into the database. But
so where does the rest of it go then? Like online, people won't be able to read it, but you have it on your system.
It's linked to a Firebase database. Look at that. We can see somebody typing in there. These are like collaborative text editors that are happening here. So we can, like, whatever you're doing in there, somebody can see. Did that answer your question, Frankie?
No, what I wanted to know was, okay, imagine I delete everyone's stuff. And you have it on your system, I get that, but is there a way of accessing it somewhere else, or is it just gone? Like, is this the only thing in the website? Maybe I should just explore the website.
See this button that I click here? Click here to read a history of
Read a history of everyone's contribution.
This will show me everything that everyone ever.
Okay.
So actually, yes, I have access to it, but also I've built this app so that everyone else also has access to it.
Okay.
That's a really core value for me, is that like I'm trying to give as much possibility to the user, right? So yes, you can erase things, but they are stored still, and you can still access them. So maybe the answer is no, you can't erase them.
Even like if someone, sorry, but this is the internet after all, someone like says some horrible stuff in there, does it just get like, is there a way of editing it out, or is it just the way that?
Yes. Oh, no. From the history, no, there isn't. I suppose that I could do that. I could go into the database, and so thus far, no one has done that. There's some stuff that's like a little like not appropriate maybe, but not super offensive. So I haven't erased anything yet. Yeah, but if that does happen, I assume that I would, if it was like harmful language, like very harmful. Yeah. So we'll take like 10 minutes to play around on there. I'm going to be sitting here, so if you want to ask any questions, please do. I might like run around and keep this thing shared, the screen shared. Right, again, I said if you want to work on a word that you don't see here, please just share it with me in the chat, or unmute yourself and ask me, and I will add it to the platform, and then you can then work on it. Everything's good. I'm right here. You might have encountered while you were playing around on the glossary pages some interviews that at the bottom of the word pages. Right, there's going to be 3 players in each room, and we play with 10 minutes per round. So the 3 roles are playing, one is going to play the word, the other is going to be the interviewer, and the third is the note taker. If you could take notes, the note taker, please, could take notes in the Jamboard that Frankie, I think, will share the link to right now. That would be awesome. So what you're going to do is choose a word. It can be, again, a word that was on the platform, one of the words that you were defining right now, one of the words you shouted out, whatever word you're feeling drawn to right now. Of course, in the domain that we've been discussing. You're going to choose that word, and that person is going to become the word, right? You're going to be this word. And then your interviewer is going to ask you questions. And the transcriber or note taker is going to transcribe the interview. Of course, you can't be 100% in transcription, but you're also a creative participant. So how you transcribe is up to you. Just please write down the question as well as the answer. In terms of questions, if you can't think of something to ask, that's fine. There's a huge list of questions on the page that look at that. You'll never run out of questions to ask your word. These have been accumulated through the process of these workshops. All right. I think that's as much time as we can use in this room.